Hello and welcome to the next surprise seminar going up here on the PlanetBravo blog. This time we're going to be doing something special for the holidays using Photoshop. What I'm going to do is I took a picture of myself just this morning, and what I'm going to do is cut myself out of that picture and put myself into a picture with Santa and a snowman at the North Pole, just like I'm making my own personal Christmas card. So the first thing that I need to do is open up Photoshop. I'm using Photoshop Elements because that is what we use at camp, so it seems like the best one to use. Now up above here, you can't see it, I'm just dragging in and letting go of the picture that I took this morning. You'll see that it's not facing the right way, so I'm going to go and rotate it 90 degrees, get it facing the right way. Alright, now luckily for me I was able to use this green screen, which gives me a great background to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is crop away everything that's not the green screen as best I can. I can't get everything, but I'll get most of it. Using the crop tool, I'll hit enter, and now it's a little bit closer. You see there's a little bit down here that's still not quite right, but that's okay. The next thing I need to do, and this is really important, this says background right now. As long as that says background, I can't do anything to this that's going to let me bring it into another picture. So I'm going to double click where it says background, and it's going to turn it into a layer 0. That's fine. I hit OK. Now I have a layer. To get rid of the green screen, I'm going to use the magic wand tool. And with that, the first thing I need to check is my tolerance. The tolerance is how many different shades of the color I click it's going to take. So let's say I had it at 5. If I click, you see that tiny little speck that it found right there? That tiny area? That's because it's only picking 5 different shades of the color green. And this green screen that I put up, it's not perfect. It's not well lit. It's got a lot of different shades. So I'm going to put that back at 50. And now when I click, it grabs a much bigger section. I'm going to hit delete and start removing the green. Alright? It's not perfect, so what I'm going to do is go and grab my eraser tool and just get rid of everything else that I didn't get with the magic wand. I just zoomed out a little bit there so I could see better. Alright, so it's not perfect, but it's okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is, just like I did with the first picture, I'm going to click and drag in my winter picture. Here we go. We got a nice happy snowman, Santa rubbing his belly, Santa's workshop out here at the North Pole. Now I'm going to use this button right here, the 4 little squares in the top right, to bring up the 2 different windows I have open. I'm going to go back to the picture of me, and I'm going to click and drag it down here into this picture. Now you'll see this isn't quite sized right. I'm pretty much gigantic here, and 2 or 3 times the size of Santa. So I'm going to resize this down. So I'm going to grab a corner, and I'm going to hold down the Shift key. As long as I hold down Shift key, it makes sure that I don't change size that's not proportionate to what I look like. If I don't hold it, I can make myself change in crazy ways. So you hold down Shift to make sure that it stays the right proportions, and then I'll make it so that I'm about the same size as Santa. Something like that. Alright, I'm going to hit enter to lock that in. And now what I want to do is erase everything that makes it look like I'm in front of Santa instead of behind him and holding my arm around his shoulder. And the easiest way to do that is to go up here to the opacity, and I'm going to turn down the opacity so I can see through me. Now when I grab the eraser, I can actually take away myself while I look at the picture of Santa that's behind, so I know not to erase too far. And I'll just do this quick. I'm running out of time here in this video. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Now I'll turn the opacity back up, and it looks, well, it looks like I have a hole in my chest, but you can see that it now looks like I'm standing behind Santa and I have my arm around him. If you do this, you'll be able to add in a couple effects, a couple of nice things in the background, make it look like a nice little Christmas card that you can email, send out to all of your friends. And I'll show you real quick one that I did, one that I finished. Just minimize this. And there you go. Merry Christmas from Thumper. Wishing you all the best and a very happy New Year. So, this has been our next installment of the surprise seminar. Check back in about a week to see the next one, which will also be Photoshop, but something completely different using my buddy Leo from here in the office.